Dear Bill, first I want to say, I have all the episodes of Uninformed you did with the Teen Idol sensation on my phone and listen to them every day. But on to my dilemma. I'm 18 and work at the Finish Line at the mall, and my boss is a complete dick. Of course he is, because he's managing a Finish Line at the mall. You're 18. You got your whole life ahead of you. He probably married the wrong person. He's starting to go bald. He's standing there wearing that referee uniform, going, hey, what did I tell you about the Chuck Taylors? You know, I told you to stock them up in the back. Whatever the hell they say. Do they make you wear whistles there? Or is that athlete's foot? Or is that the Foot Locker? Okay, his boss is a complete dick. All right, and he says he's one of those guys who got bullied all through high school and now actually has some control and takes it out on me and the other employees. How did you figure that out? Is that you just like psychologically breaking the guy down? I have to tell you something. There's nothing worse than watching somebody abuse their position of power, however small it is. You know, like this guy right here has no right getting mad at like an athlete who goes around being a dick, because it's like, dude, you're doing the exact same thing. You just can't run a 440. But your head space is the exact same place as some, you know, egomaniac fucking athlete. You just suck at sports, so you sell the gear to people to go play sports. Anyways, he says he even steals out of the register at work and holds the special release shoes for him and his friends. He's 30 years old and tries to fuck the 16 and 17-year-olds who work there. Oh, my God. This guy's a character right out of the movies. You know, I worked with a guy like this. I used to work in a restaurant a long time ago. Sorry, I'm trying to get the Czech cereal out of my throat. I used to work with this guy, and basically like 4 or 5 of these guys bought into a restaurant. And the one guy who's going to be there every day, who's always the guy who ends up stealing, the silent partners always get fucked. His buy-in was he had all the equipment for the kitchen. So he I don't know, he had some other failed restaurant. He got all the equipment. And but anyways, this guy was a cokehead. He used to steal out of the register. He used to fucking try to bang the, not the maitre d', the fucking maitre d's, whatever, the fucking chick who sits you down, the hot one, you know, who dresses classy, that skirt fucking going right over her shapely ass. Yeah, he used to try to fucking bang them all the goddamn time. And when they wouldn't give it up, they'd get fired, and then he'd be bringing a new one. And if that one ended up banging him, then she stuck around. It was brutal. So anyways, he goes, he harasses me and others, calling our phones repeatedly, telling us to come in on our days off, and leaves voicemails saying we are ignoring him. Jesus Christ, it's my fucking day off. Anyways, he goes, recently he got the only cool manager fired because he said he was stealing. I don't really need this job, but would like to keep working here, but don't know how much longer I can take this. Any advice on what I should do would be appreciated. Sorry for it being so long. Go fuck yourself. It wasn't long at all. It just sounded long the way I read. Well, if you don't need the job, then I would quit. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't leave on bad terms. I don't know. Is it really going to matter? It's not like when you're 30, if you're looking for a new job, you're going to put on your resume, I worked at the Finish Line. Because at that point, you're going to be into a career. I don't know. You say, I don't really need this job, but would like to keep working here, but don't know how. Oh, so basically you're saying you like having walk-around money. Well, I would just get another job. Just get another job. Start the process of getting the fuck out of there. Like, nothing you're going to say to that guy is going to change that guy, and all that guy can do is kind of make your life difficult if you're trying to get another job at this point in your life. Just know that, like, he's at the tip of the iceberg of the awful life that he's going to be living. The way he's setting the table, you don't need to do anything to him because he's going to do it to himself. And it would really be bad if this guy was just such a negative force that you somehow got sucked into it. I know you probably fantasize about punching him in the face or telling the guy to go fuck himself, and then the girl that you have the crush on at the Finish Line walks out arm in arm with you guys, and you start your own sneaker store right across and you watch him get fired. I know you've probably played that fantasy out in your head 100 times, but I would just get another job. Sound like you don't mind working. You're not afraid of working. You like having the money, but you just can't deal with this douche. So this is a great life lesson. You do not need to be surrounded by douches. You have the power. It's your fucking life. He's always going to be a douche. Just walk out of his life. Just be like, yeah, I don't need to be around this guy. And then one day when you run into him, after you get another job, hey, how come you left? And just be like, because, I don't know, dude, you were just, and don't curse at him or anything, because then it gives him an excuse to not see himself. And just be like, I don't know, man, you just kind of creep me out the way you were always hitting on girls who were like 16 and 17 years old. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean, that's cool. But, I'm just kind of not into that. So you have yourself a nice evening. You just walk away from him. Maybe it'll work out like that. I have no idea. But I try and get yourself another job. All right? There you go. That's my advice. All right.